Hi guys, how's it going? Stephanie coming to you from Concord, California. It's the 28th. I think it's about 1:30 and I'm starving and I need to go get some food. But I wanted to do the quick intro for the super cool, phenomenal, amazing ATC cards, artist trading cards that I have made for you. Let me see. The color is pretty good here. Oops, I just dropped 5. Okay, so not only do you have the fronts, but I did go through and do the backs. The stress. I'm getting a little stressed. And I'm hungry, so I'm kind of a little bit low blood sugar right now. Okay, so here's the insides, backs. Now remember, your backs do not have to be painted. I did want to use some more of the images though that I had in the Valentines set from Patreon, and I just love these ladies. Aren't they just like the coolest thing here? Let's see if I can get the phone to focus in on them better. Nope, not gonna work. But yeah, and so I did some doodling and I did my writing, and hopefully I didn't misspell February anywhere. I love her. She's just like tenacious. You will see these throughout the video, of course. I just wanted to go through. I love these women giggling. They're so awesome. You know, I just tried to do happy cards. And even though this is the front of the card, I did want to make something special for everybody. So I went that little extra mile and had some fun with it. So I'm happy with how they turned out. I don't know if I'll do a travel kit video for you or not. We'll see. I need to get this one up and posted to you before I get on the road. Again, if I don't get another video posted here within the next tomorrow, I'm not going to be able to post for a few days. So, or create. I just wanted to say hi. And here's the video to show how to make these guys. The texture on these are just super cool. And hello, artists. Let's see, what time is it? It is 6 o'clock in the evening on January 27th. I just put the Crackle paste on this today, I believe. Didn't I just do this today? I'm uploading your video right now so that you can see what I'm doing. And I have to say, I really do love how this is turning out. Look at the girl in there. And the little faces. There. Very cool. Gorgeous colors. Very happy about that. I like the little bit of distress on the back. It has soaked through the paper a little bit there. And then here we can still see, oh look, we have a face in that one. You can still see the writing underneath here. I think it's a good, interesting image. I like this one probably a little bit better, only because you can see the little faces better. I like this one better for, I mean, this Crackle paste right here is stunning. Where it's a little bit bigger through here. Wow. That is so cool. You know, that Crackle paste, it just doesn't get much better than that. And that is the Art Extravagance. I think is how I'm supposed to say that. Extravagance? Extravagance. Yeah, so I don't know why that always throws me off. But it does. The texture paste, though, Copper Crackle, is the one that you have a link for. It's a Prima marketing paste. And this stuff just kicks butt. If you, like I said earlier in the other video, if you can find the gold, let me know. This is the gold. And we are going to bring in Swoopy. Hello, darling. Miss Swoopy. And we're going to decide if we can remember which way this was done. This was done this way. Does it really matter? Probably not that much. You see a couple of the faces through here underneath. I love that. This is excellent through here. We're going to have a little strip here, probably. This is beautiful too, though. That spot where I kind of splooshed it out, it turned out gorgeous. Okay, come out of there. We're going to go ahead and trim off just a touch of this. Remember, we're going to do 4 across at 2.5. So, let's see. I'm going to cut this down to exactly 11.5 here. Well, let's just cut it down to 10 while we're here. 2.5. 2.5 is 5. 5 and 5 is 10. We have 10 across. Okay, so we have 10. Yes, we have 10. So 2.5 takes us to 7.5. Which takes us to 5. Which takes us to 2.5. Get yourself a swoopy. I know I say that every day we're playing, but I think it's a super important tool. And then we're going to go by 3.5. So, do we like the bottom or the... Okay, 3.5 and 3.5 is 7. 8, 9, 10 and a half. So, I should have cut out the 10.5 length first. Right? 3.5 and 3.5 is 7. 8, 9, 10 and a half. So 10.5. Okay. So, we can take off this little bit here. Do I want all of that top? I think I do want all of that top. So let's go 10.5 there. Hold on here a second. How did that piece get cut so unevenly? 2.5. Line it up there. There we go. It's got a little cockeyed. Hate that. Okay, 10.5. So we want to go to 7. And 3.5. And there are 3 ATCs starting. Those are beautiful. My, oh my, oh my. This was still a little bit uneven right there. I'll take it off the top. 3.5. Okay, so that's not where it's uneven. It's actually uneven right there. Okay. Beautiful. My love to you. It says under there. There's the girl. See how this one squares up? Pretty good there. 3.5 by 2.5. Perfect, perfect. And then again, 3.5. 2.5. Lovely. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, hold on here, you can't see those very well because it's super bright with this guy. Hello, this thing. Uh-oh. There, that's better. Can you see? Can you see how beautiful they are? Now that you don't have the full glare on them? They're gorgeous. The color is amazing. So I'm going to just sit here and cut these up, and I'm going to bring you back in a little bit and we'll go over everything. Okay, we'll chat soon. Bye. Hi guys, how's it going? My fellow artists. Okay, let me give you an update. Let's see, last you saw that these were all big pieces, and then we made them into little pieces. Oh, we're getting a ton of glare, aren't we? Let me see if I can't move this guy. See if you can see these better. Come down here, my friends. These have turned out so beautiful. And you can still see the underlayers under there. Not, you know, not quite as, oh, there's the lady's face that was in the circle. But they are so cool. And what I've been doing to finish them off, or to finish this stage, is of course I'm taking my stays on around the edges, and then I'm also putting some Distress Oxide on the back. Now, I don't know if I love doing the Distress Oxide, and I really don't know if it was necessary. But you know me, once I do one, I have to do them all. And Distress Oxide gives us such a cool effect. There's still going to be more things on top of these. Of course, because it's me, and it can't just be simple. I think it's beautiful. Oh, that one doesn't have anything on the back either. Let's see, this was a sample one I did. This was the first one I did. Isn't that cool? I love Distress Oxide. It is very fun to play with, and I think what I'll do is I'll go over it with the Mod Podge, which gives it a different feel, a different look, and it will really toughen up everything. This is needing some more color here. It's not the official way to use Distress Oxide. I'm not the best. I haven't practiced enough with the medium, to be honest. I do like it in the way that I use it, but I need more practice with it for sure. This is just water in a spray bottle. And the thing that I don't like about putting the water on it is that it's, you know, making everything wet. So, we don't like that. So after this will probably be the last thing that I can really do to this until it fully dries once again. But the cool thing about Distress Oxide is you see how that purple just oxidized on top of that? It's cool stuff. It is cool stuff. So what colors do I have out here? I have Wilted Violet, Fossilized Amber, Salty Ocean. Yes, which I love this blue. It's a beautiful blue. And this one's the Candied Apple, I believe. Yeah. So, trying not to get too much on the front. It's okay if I get some on there. But mainly just trying to keep it to the back. And as I still am looking for kind of that antiqued look, I'm not looking to get perfect coverage. I'm kind of going for this spottier coverage because I like it that way, I think. You know me, I'll just put more layers on it because that's just what I do. This one did not get, oh, it did get the stays on, but it's underneath. So let's put a little more stays on there and bring out those edges a little bit more. Super cool, huh? Little face right there. Okay, how I'm doing this is, you know, this is how Tim Holtz shows us how to do these things. I'm just not super good at it. I want more full coverage, and I think you have to... my paper's not flat anymore. Come on, baby. This is just, again, water in this here spray bottle. This here spray bottle. And I'm just kind of dipping it in the color. Pretty. Pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty. A pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty. Pretty, pretty. Super cool. Try not to let too much of the drips, you know, hang out for too long. We don't want it to soak all the way through, although it is soaking all the way through. So just be aware of that. If you're using Distress Oxide, what's going to happen. That one is really unique, isn't it? Look at how cool that oxidation became right there. That is so awesome. Get a little more dark there and a little more dark along that edge. Fun stuff. Fun, 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 fun. One last one. This is the one that has the mix of stuff on it. Look how gorgeous. I hope you can see that. I hope you're not getting too much glare. You're getting a lot of glare. The poopy light. How can I show you so that you can see it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's cool. And I have some scraps left over. So, you know, I'll be using those scraps in later projects, right? Right. I kind of like it better without the stuff on the back of it. But again, like I said, we'll make it better. And this will be pretty once I get to that next stage, which I might... Oh gosh, can I do it tonight still? Oh, I should go to bed. But tomorrow I really, really have to pack. Guys, I gotta do it. I know I keep talking about it, but I'm close, actually. I have one more box in the bathroom. I have one more box in the kitchen area. The closet is done. The dresser is done. I just have the art stuff and just a few remaining boxes, so I'm doing good. Stress. Stress. Just like that. Pretty, pretty. Now, here's the thing with Distress Oxide. It's water-based. So, when you use a water base, that means that if it gets wet, that it's going to come off on everything. Right? So, there's a couple different ways that you can treat it. You can use a Distress Glaze, which I wonder if I shouldn't do more layers in here. I mean, I've got, what, how many am I doing? 23. I don't think that there are 23 of you signed up yet, but it would be cool if there were, because I'm ready for you. I'm getting close to ready. Take that back. What do I want to do next? We don't want to mess with the wet one. Okay, so where's our tester guy? Here's a little half piece. This little guy. I cut him wrong. We're gonna ixnay a plastic piece. Get rid of that. So, what happens when, put our water away, and let's get out Mod Podge. All right, we're gonna dry brush the Mod Podge on here, which means this brush is super dry, right? And we're just gonna take little bits here. Let's see what happens. Now it will move with the Mod Podge. Don't let it move. That's why we're doing a very light brushing. And that's gorgeous. And you just let that dry. Now, we don't want to get that stuff on the bottom of the card. So I'll probably go through a few. Notice how I'm not smushing. I'm going over the top lightly. And now I'm kind of pulling that in here a little bit because I'm wanting to cover up that white spot. Just a touch. That will dry really pretty, I guarantee it. Let's see, look what that does to that purple. It makes it really super beautiful. Love that. See what it's doing to this one? And to that guy? I ran into this process back when I very first started to do, well, make it sound like it's a long time ago. About a year ago, the first time that I ever used distressed oxides, I wanted to go over the top of it, and so I went over the top of it, and then I just kept coming up with this really beautiful texture and color. Like, oh, I want to do that. And that's how I've done it. That purple and that red, the blue is coming out. As it dries, it does really cool things. And it's not taking me that long to do this extra little step. I mean, it's, well, what's another hour? Oh, I'm crazy. I love it though. It's worth it to me because it's so pretty. And it completely sets the oxide. And it does take us back to the weathered wallpaper look. Hello artists, good morning. It is January 28th, it's about 8:30 in the morning, and I should not be doing this. But this is kind of on my to-do list here. What I'm doing real quickly is I'm trying to make sure of what cards are up and what cards are down. But as you remember, I made those very randomly. So there's really no true up or down to these, except for some of those back images. And I'm trying to use these Ranger pens, Dilutions, Bubblegum Pink pen, and this is the Cherry Pie. Oh, now it started to work. I am finding that the medium is a little challenging to work with. I thought it would be a good, they're kind of a shimmer paint pen. So I thought, oh, that'll fit. And then they just kind of either don't work or they explode. See there? It just kind of explodes. First it doesn't work, doesn't work, doesn't work, and then we have explosion. And we're just going to pull that color over into there. It's working well. I mean, the color is correct, and I like what it does, or I wouldn't keep using it. But just be aware that these guys are fussy. There, that one is definitely up and down. I actually love that vintage look right there. That's so cool. I think that image, this just really isn't important to do, but on the other hand, I don't want it to be upside down for whomever gets it, because the stuff that I'm going to put on it is most likely going to be covering up those background images anyway. But I do have to establish, you know, top and bottom. Again, this is the Dylusions Cherry Pie. This came in a set that was on clearance. I think that goes like that. Looks like there's a heart right there. See, it like explodes over there and then doesn't go where you want it to. So strange. Very, very bizarre. Now these are probably old too. I think I bought them, you know, 6-7 months ago. Never really used them. And now I can see why. That is a cool card. That has just the best design on it, as does this one. How's that? There we go. I need a little color on that guy right there. It's just also where this and it is knocking down the glitter paste, the texture paste too. So it will have that effect. But sometimes the texture paste comes off and then you get a different color underneath. And so I'm just coloring. Just making sure things are the color I want them to be colored. And I'll show you the backs here in just a second. Come on, buddy. I was liking this thought because of being able to get it down right where I wanted it to be. Is this obsessive? Absolutely. But we know I'm obsessive about. But if you guys are going to get a piece of my art, I want it to be as good as I can make it. Right? There we go. I think we're going to go like that on that guy. This one, it has to be, well, let's see here. Is it better like that? Oh, yep. That's beautiful. Things I have to do today. What do I have to do today? Finish packing. It's the 29th, so the guys, no, it's the 28th. The guys are coming on the 30th, so I have 2 days. So I'm gonna have to pack up my table soon. I want to get this video up to you guys, though, before I move, so that you have this to work on. Remember, our deadline for signing up for the ATC exchange is the 29th, and you do have to go to the Messy Hand Band of Artists group to sign up. And, you know, again, it just doesn't take that much to join into the group. It's a great way for us to share our work with each other. I think I'm going to do that one this direction also, just because it's super cool. Okay, so let me show you how the backs turned out, now that I've got the fronts fixed. Now, on ATCs, you don't have to do the backs. It is a one-sided card, all right? It's just the one side. You know that I want to make it as pretty as possible for you guys, and so you're getting 2 sides from me for you, only do one side, and be sure to leave enough space to put your name and your location and all of that information on there, because I think that's going to be really a cool thing that we have from each other. All right, what do I want to do next? And then let me look at some of these images that I have here, because look at how adorable this is if I put this back there. I think I need to just kind of cut them down as much as I possibly can. But I'm going to go through and make some more of these smaller little images. I love the birds. I love the people. So I'm going to do that real quick. Okay? So we will come back soon after I get the images done. And of course, I'm taking a very relatively simple project and making it extremely complicated. Just like I like to do. But, you know, I'm always like, what can I do more? Can I do more? This is deco foil for fabric and paper. I don't really know, they're transfer sheets. I'll go through all of those transfer sheets, of course. Okay, I like that. We're going to do that. I just want to see if I can do just a touch more. Of course, this is going to make this a sticky, sticky mess. As she goes ahead and does it anyway. Oh, gosh. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Wow. See, my gut said to do it. My gut said do it, and I did it, and I think that is stunning. You see this? Wow. Okay, so I'm going to go do that 23 more times. Let's do another one. Oh, that one's way too much. Way, way, way too much. And I'm going to get a little high from spraying this photo mount. Oh, I got two. That's not good. And it's not like I want full coverage on this because I don't. Wow. I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. Just trying to squeeze it halfway. Got it coming out of there, cockamamie. Glad I have that piece of thing there. Oof. Killing brain cells, guys. Do this outside. I'm gonna have to open a window. There we go. And if you have any sticky left, just, you know, run it over the top. Wow. it does. It does make a difference. I mean, look at the difference between the two. They're little pieces of art for you. And this one actually got probably a little bit too much on it. I'm just wanting a little bit of extra sparkle in there. Beautiful. Just a Sharpie. Just those little spots that were white, you know, because I have that extreme aversion to white. Okay, so I'm gonna do this this many more times, and then we will come back. Okay, we'll chat soon. Bye. Hi guys. Okay, what have I done while you've been away? It is now what 10 o'clock. I cut out some more of the pictures that I have in the Patreon images for February. I have Sharpied all of the butterflies, and I've corner chomped all of the cards. So corner chomp, super easy. This is a Crop-A-Dial corner chomper. You can also get the much less expensive ones from, I think Fiskars makes them. Take your 50% off coupon into Joann's or Michael's or wherever your local store is. Super easy to corner chomp, and it really does finish things off nicely. Now these are still a little bit sticky. Here's my stays on. So, yep. Now if you brush the stays on, and how do I know about this technique? Well, I did this in my second altered book when I was making the tags. I combined the stays on with the metallic, and it's like, oh, but you already did it. It's like, yeah, I know. But this is part of my process, and I'm not going to leave those now chomped corners white, for one. And secondly, it does take down the stickiness, and you can brush it over the top, and it really does beautifully finish the card. Now, I'm doing this in massive amounts, as you know. I'm doing, what, 23 at a time here. Only 12 are going to have the butterfly. But, so that will be this stage. I'm just doing it assembly line style, truly. Because I care about you and I want you to have the most beautiful little piece of art possible. I am really taking my time and making sure that everybody has something beautiful. I almost don't want to put the butterflies on top of these because they are so cool as they are. I think the butterflies actually detract from the gorgeousness of the card. I think I'm going to leave these as they are, honestly. And I'm going to put these little guys here on the back. And I've cut these all down to about this size. And then I'll go through and sign them all. And then probably Stabilo around those. So let's do that. Let's, we have these guys ready to go here with this stage. I love the thought of the butterfly on top of this, but on the other hand, this is such a gorgeous piece that I don't think I want to put this on there. I just don't. Maybe a stamp of a butterfly over these little guys. While these little guys are gorgeous, that one's actually very pretty. That one's very delicate. These are not quite as delicate, and this one is beautiful. That one's really pretty. But I don't have all of those kinds. 1, 2. This one. I don't like that one as much. That one's okay. This one I don't like. This one's good. This one's good. And this one's good. So I only have 6 that I would want to put on there. So I'm not going to do that. If I go to the store, which I likely will again, I'll see about going and picking up some more of these. But for now, I'm going to take them off of the table, off of the process. Just don't think that they're as pretty as they could be. All right, where's my Mod Podge? And again, you guys, you don't have to do the backs. I don't know. I'll still think about the fronts. You know, what am I going to do with that? I'll still think about that. And once I stabilo over the top of it, well, that will be beautiful. I've cut these out really randomly, you know, and trying to still be aware of which side is up and which side is down. And they are not being put on straight. I'm purposely kind of skewing them. Which you can see that I'm purposely skewing them, because you know what type of artist I am, but I like things to be a certain way. Proper. I love this little guy. This is so cute. So cute. Let's see, let's look at this. Which way is it best? I think it's best having that circle up top. Now this is a little bit bigger piece here. And I'll probably write this, my information on this in gel pen. And it will have to go, of course, over the top of these images. So there's that. Which one do we want up here? So pretty. These ladies are so much fun. They make me smile. And if they make me smile, then hopefully they make you smile. Okay, that is not my official one here. Okay. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go through and do more images. First, I'm going to stays on these guys first. So I don't know. I'll think about the front. I think it's really just beautiful the way it is. Truly, I don't think that it needs much more than this. I'm just putting a little Mod Podge to see if I can take down that stickiness a little bit. Okay, so that's what I'm doing, and I've got to stop here. I have to put a limit on myself. It's 10 o'clock. I want to finish these, is the problem, before I have to pack all the art stuff, and I'm to the point where I have to pack the art stuff. It's okay. All of a sudden it's like, it's like, it's okay. Okay, guys, we'll chat soon. Bye. Okay, we are back. So these are our fronts. As we have gone through, everything's been completely stabiloed. I think they're really gorgeous. Again, I don't think that they really need a focal on them. I'm still kind of thinking about it, but truth be told, they're pretty amazing as they are. Here, I'm going to just glue this a little bit down. This came up there. Let's see, let me bring you down here just a little bit closer so you can see what I've got happening. Let's put that one that I just put the glue on out there. You can still see the underneath layers. The imagery is pretty well gone. So what I did was I put the imagery on the back side, and I have stabiloed all of them. So these are not your average, I love that little girl, Valentine's cards, but you know, I wanted to do things, these are all on the Patreon. You know, people, those are two women who've known each other for a very long time and having fun and cute and pretty and awesome and funny and smiling and beautiful and beautiful. I love birds, you know, I love my birds. And then this guy, oh, it's the two little girls. They're so pretty. So basically for the stabiloing part, I just ran my pencil around there. Take a fairly dry, stubby brush. Remember, this is stubby. I've just cut off, it's a stiffer bristle brush. I cut off all the bristles, cut it down. And it's very lightly damp. It's not super damp. We're just going to run it through here. Now on this back side, since I have these images here, I do need to sign it for you guys, but I also need to write my name. I need to write the date. I need to do the MHBA Valentine's swap, something like that. And just to get that information to you. So you see how easy that was to stabilo, and it doesn't get all over the place, and that's what I prefer. The only thing that I might do, I mean, this is edged. There's no white spots on any of these anymore. They've been totally edged. But actually, I think once I get the writing in on these, that they will be just right. You know, so these guys, I'm going to have to write around the edge. Here, I've left enough space. That one I'm going to have to be pretty tight with. So, yeah. I love how the backs turned out. I mean, these would be great ATC cards just as they are. But you guys are getting double-sided. Remember that you do not need to do both sides. You just do the one side. I'm obsessive and a little crazy. And so, you know, it'd be kind of fun to put a little paper doll on these guys. I mean, you could do that easily, but I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it adds. I'm only going to put something on top of this if it really adds to it. And I don't know if there's anything here that I could add to make them more special than what they already are. So, there's the ATC project. I will still need to go through and do all my lettering. I will do it with a gel pen. Try not to smear it because I'm very good at smearing things. But there they are. I hope everybody joins in on the challenge. I really, really, really do. A little bit of white there. Oh, this is a very good marker to get rid of that little bit of white if any of that comes up. This is just a Sharpie permanent marker. Go through and just check and make sure. That one already had some of the other marker in it. I was just adding a little extra depth to it. Me, I'm so fussy. I laugh at myself. There we go. And you can accentuate what you want to accentuate. Do a little outline here. Beautiful. Love it. Fine tuning. We all have to do the fine tuning part. It's important to take that time, and well, it's important for me to take that time. These do have a little bit of stick to them still. I'm hoping that that will dissipate. I also have some distress glaze. Maybe that'll be a good thing to try over the top of it, because that's really sticky right there. I'm hoping that the alcohol from the permanent pen kind of calms down that stickiness here a little bit. And, my fingers have a lot of dirt on them, so it's working to do this little highlight and shading that I'm kind of playing with there. Let's look at the distress glaze real fast. I actually know where that one is. Try to take a clean finger. Oh, is this going to help us any, or is this just going to put a layer of glick on it? Now the glaze will kind of cover over the stickiness. There it comes back. So I'm just working it in, and it's beautiful. The stickiness is gone. Now, I don't know what's in distress glaze. I wonder if you could use something like Vaseline. Only use you don't need much of it, just a little small amount. So I'm going to go through each card once again, because I'm crazy. Oh, I don't want to get that distress glaze on the back though until the wording's down, because I think the ink won't stick to this at all. And it is adding just a little extra shine. Oh. Okay, I'm not going to do that until I'm totally done with these, because if I'm stacking them, then they might get glick on them. So how am I going to finish these up? This is a gel pen. This is a very nice gel pen. I love these guys. These are the Impact 207. It's a Uniball Signal. So let's see how bad this is to write. And mind you, my writing is not very good. There's my signature. We want to do this February. I don't have the best handwriting, but I think that's pretty good. Hopefully I spelled February right. This one. Ta-da! And now I'm just going to go through and do that a bunch more times. But yeah, and I'll either put that initial on it or do my actual full signature, which is, well, that's what my signature looks like. It's kind of crazy. All right, guys. I hope that you have had fun watching these being made. And I can't wait to see what you guys come up with for your own designs. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Please, please, please give me comments. Definitely, we still have, I think you have one more day. Yes, one more day to sign up for the exchange. I will try to get this video up and out to you today. In fact, shoot. I need to stop doing this by 12 o'clock. I need to finish my packing, and then I need to get my butt over to the Best Buy. I have to go get a router. I have to go get that stuff taken care of. So that is my plan. Okay, guys. This is a really, really enjoyable project. I've really loved putting these together for you. I love how they turn out. I think they are gorgeous little pieces of art, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. All right, we'll chat soon. Have a good day. Bye-bye. Okay, so just to let you know, I am kind of switching that up a little bit. If your pen doesn't work very well, try to lighten up the pressure with the gel pen. Sometimes you push down too hard and it doesn't flow very well. So if you do actually lighter pressure, you may get better results. The messy... Why do I keep doing that? Messy Hand Band of Artists Valentines Exchange. There we go. There we go. I love these guys. Okie dokie. That's where some of that stuff got on there. You know, that just becomes kind of your doodles here, you know. You can easily go back through and do some extra doodling. You know, play with it. Have fun. Not a whole lot of space there, is there? Just doodling. Hi guys. Okay, I've gone back through and kind of doodled through things and did all my writing on the backs of them. You know, and then I just kind of keep going back through and looking for any white spots. Well, what's happening is with all the movement on these cards, some of the stencil is coming off, of course. It's Crackle paste, and that's, you know, completely expected that it's not built for that much use. So what I am doing, this one was kind of, well, this one had the other stuff underneath of it. So this is still drying. My Mod Podge that I use is a gloss Mod Podge. And so it does, it should leave a pretty surface behind. But it should also protect the card. And I'm more interested, you know, I want to make sure that the card is protected. It still has plenty of glimmery stuff to it. It does fill in the cracks a little bit on the Crackle paste, so you want to just make sure that you're just giving it the lightest touch. It does dull it down a little bit, but for you guys to, you know, that Crackle would easily just kind of flake off of there, and I would hate for that to happen. So it does kind of take down the shininess of it. But again, this one, look how beautiful that is. And that has a coat of Mod Podge over the top of it. Still very beautiful, completely protected, and so much fun. You know, I love them, and I hope you guys do too. And super light coat, just running over the top of it. And again, it's just to protect. And this will dry non-sticky, should dry well. I mean, look how nicely this one's coming back. Look how beautiful those colors are. And through there, it's just, I love them. I'm sad the butterfly idea was too much, but I really love where they've ended up at, you know. Like, hello. Hello, my gorgeous card. Got a little, so you can see how thick it is on there by, you know, what it's left behind. There we go. Okay, I've got 5 more left, and then I have to go get in the shower because I've got to, like, be human today, and I need to get my butt moving, and I need to get packing and do all those other fun, exciting, not so much things. But, and then I need to get this video edited, and I need to get to Best Buy still, and I need to, what else do I need to do? I need to call the post office up in Willow Creek to make sure that I can start giving out this address, my P.O. Box number, so that you guys can have these to mail them to me. Yay! But, you know, 29th is the deadline. If you would like one of these little pieces of art, they are signed. Everyone is signed. And, yeah, I want everybody to want one. But you have to participate, you know. If you don't choose to participate, then, you know, that's not fair to everybody else who is participating. You know, it doesn't take that much to sit down and make this many little cards. 4 little cards. You're making 4. I'm in the middle of the move, and I'm making 23. So, you know, we all have time if we make the time, and it's not that difficult to get it going here. So, okay. Oh, that one's gonna be so beautiful. Dun dun dun! Last one. And of course, I'll go through them one more time and make sure that they look exactly how I want them to look. But I am going to work on getting my travel kit together. So you will see, I carry a much larger travel kit than most normal people. And since I'm in the middle of working on the book, you know, the gaffer's tape is going to be part of that. I'll probably put in some black gesso. Wouldn't it be awesome if I did the circus tent with this background? See, now you could easily do this background for those flap downs, the velvet curtains. You don't need that special paper. I mean, look at how beautiful that was. You could do it with shimmer spray, with crackle paste, with any, you know, texture paste would work just fine. You can find recipes for texture paste very easily. Texture paste is just a mixture of white paint and talcum powder. Or you could use probably baking powder, baking soda, one of the two. Whatever the bigger box is. And glue, white glue. Sorry, thinking here, and then my brain is racing right now. I've got 15 things on my mind. I love this. This is where I went in with the darker. That's where I went in with this. It really brought out that depth. So, you know, I mean, for me, I can sit here and go, oh, I should do this, I should do that, I could do this, I could do that. And we know that's why I do that, and that's why, you know, nothing is ever finished to me, because, you know, if I can make something more beautifuler, I'm gonna do it. What I could also use for that instead of this is this one. This is a water-based paint, but it's a little bit friendlier. See, it smushes easier than the smushes easier. Let's finish the words. God. Sharpie. Whatever that thing was that I was just using. And the coloring is beautiful. Now this is just an Arteza watercolor brush. Here's a pink one. You know, the pink one, the red one. I have the yellow. Any of those colors would work really well with just kind of adding one more layer of color. Now, this is not waterproof again, but you guys aren't going to be going and sticking these in water, hopefully. And, you know, like I was saying with the challenge, we only, you know, we decided to just do 3 people to exchange with. Now, if more people want to exchange, you know, I think that you can all reach out to each other if you would like to do that. You know, just go into the Messy Hand Band of Artists and say, anybody else want to exchange out of the exchange? Let me know. And if anybody responds to your comment, then you guys go for it. I think that would be awesome to have more people in it. You know, you just watched me make 23 of them. So obviously, you know, to make 12 would be pretty easy. But, you know, for this challenge, we did only want to keep it at a smaller scale. First off, it's the first challenge that I've done like this. So I want to make sure that everybody's able to participate if they want to. And, you know, without being overwhelmed. I know people have children and husbands that need to be fed and all that crazy stuff. I will soon have a dog that I have to take out. Yay, puppy. I just find that adding this little extra pop of color, look what it's doing to the image. Just beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. They're never done. There's always something more we can do. Look at how gorgeous. Did I do that one already? No, I didn't because it's still wet. We want to make sure that it's dry. Let's let those dry here a little bit more. This one's still a little bit wet. I don't think it'll hurt anything going over when it's wet, but, you know, here we are smearing. And that one, remember, we're water-based, so we can just dip our fingers in a little bit of water, smudge it around. It's okay. No big deal. I'm waiting for my mover guy to call me back. Oh, gosh. Beautiful. Takes 2 seconds to just kind of add this extra little pop here. All right. I don't know. I don't think there's another thing. Well, you know, I could always come up with something else to do to them. They definitely look like old wallpaper. They are very Baroque. They are so stunning. I love them. Something's coming off, I hear, off the top. Better not be more white spaces. Dang it. All right, I'm just ready to get the mailing list, and then I'll get them sent out to you. Again, guys, I do not have time to decorate your envelopes. Please don't expect me to. As much as I love you all, I do not have time to decorate envelopes. Okay. But I would love it if you would decorate yours for me. But it's still in an envelope. It's hard to keep that, you know, as a piece of art. So, okay. Gorgeous. These guys upside down? They are upside down. I'm ready to go. Have a great day, guys, and please do join us in the exchange. And I would say this will be likely the last video you'll see from me, but we know that it won't be because I'm crazy. All right. Love y'all. We'll chat soon.